You've probably spent years developing your presentation skills, your negotiation tactics, or your strategic thinking. But there's this one thing that's happening about 20,000 times a day that's either supporting your leadership or undermining it. It's your breath. A tool that's literally more powerful than your smartphone and is with you 24/7, and yet we rarely ever consider it. Right now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how aware are you of your breathing? Don't overthink it, just give me a gut reaction. Okay, take a note of that. Let's try something. I want you to take 3 really intentional breaths with me. I mean, really pay attention to them. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Executive breath reality check. You know how you feel after back to back meetings? That slightly wound up, tense, can't quite settle feeling? Or how about when you're in a tough negotiation and you can almost feel the tension in your shoulders? That's not just stress, that's also your breathing pattern shaping your psychology. Most of us, and I say about 90% of high achievers, breathe in a shallow chest space way. It's as if we're constantly preparing for our next crisis. Your body is basically stuck in this low level fight or flight mode, and let's face it, that's exhausting. Here's what this shallow breathing is actually doing to your leadership game. First of all, it's making you less sharp. When you're breathing in this upper part of your chest, you're maybe getting 70% of the oxygen your brain could be getting. It's like trying to run your business on 3 cylinders instead of 4. Second, it's reducing your presence. People can literally sense when you're breathing in a stressed way. They might not know what it is, they might not actually register this consciously, but they feel it and it affects how they respond to you. And third, it's keeping you in a state where stress just keeps building up throughout the day instead of naturally releasing. You're not giving your nervous system a chance to reset. So let's do an awareness reality check. You can't fix what you can't see. So why don't we try to start seeing? This is what I call the executive breath audit, and it goes for about 3 minutes. All right, this is going to feel a little weird at first, but I want you to stick with me. Put your hand on your chest. Now, I want you to put one on your belly. Now, I want you to just breathe normally. Don't change anything. I want you to just notice what's happening. And I want you to do this for about 30 seconds. I'm going to keep the time, so all you have to do is breathe. So, what did you notice? Which hand was doing most of the moving? How did that feel? Was it comfortable? Uncomfortable? This is your baseline. This is how you breathe when you're in work mode. It directly impacts your ability to nail that report and make those decisions well. First of all, your mental game. When you're breathing properly, you literally are sending more oxygen to your prefrontal cortex. That's the part of the brain that does all your complex problem solving and decision making. It's estimated that this can be up to a 15% improvement in cognitive function. Second of all, how people experience you. Here's something wild. Within the first 30 seconds of meeting you, people are unconsciously picking up on your breathing pattern through your posture. Here's where we get to the really interesting stuff. Your lungs, they aren't just one big bag of air. They're more like a 3-story building. And most of us are living just on the top floor. Okay, today we're going to explore the whole building and hopefully understand what we're missing. Let's look at these three levels of your breathing. Think of your torso as having three main breathing zones. You've got your upper zone, your chest. This is where most of you live. It's quick, it's accessible, but it's also the least efficient and it's the most stress inducing. Then we've got the middle zone, your rib cage or your thoracic. This is your middle ground. It's more capacity than chest breathing, but it's still not optimal. And then we've got the lower zone, the belly and the diaphragmatic area. This is your power center. When you breathe here, everything changes. Your stress response, your mental clarity, and your presence. Okay, let's go on a tour of three zone breathing areas. We're going to start with what you probably do naturally. I want you to place both your hands on your upper chest, just below your collarbones. Now, breathe in a way that only moves your hands up and down. Keep your belly, if you can, completely still. How does that feel? Notice the quality of the breath. Is it smooth? Rough? Do you feel relaxed or slightly anxious? This is stress breathing. It's what happens when you're in back to back meetings all day often. Okay, enough of that. Now, let's move to the middle zone. Place your hands on your ribs right at the sides of your chest. I want you to breathe in a way that pushes your ribs out to the sides, like you're inflating a balloon inside your rib cage. This is lateral rib expansion. It should feel different, more spacious, maybe a little calmer. You're accessing more of your lung capacity here. This is actually where a lot of athletes and performers breathe as well. Can you see my hands moving? Hopefully, you can see my whole arm moving. Okay, let that go. Now, let's move on to the main event. Place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. This time, I want you to breathe in a way that keeps your chest hand relatively still while your belly hand moves out on the inhale and back in on the exhale. We're going to do some deliberate diaphragmatic breathing together. Okay, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now you can keep going and make a choice about whether you want to breathe in through your nose or your mouth or exhale through your nose or your mouth. What you're focused on is, can you relax enough to let your diaphragm start to move, and therefore your hand will start to move too. Keep going. Enjoy the feeling of being at the lowest story in your three-story building. While you're doing this, have a listen to my voice. This might feel a little bit weird at first, especially if you're used to chest breathing, but notice the quality of this breath. Does it feel calmer, more grounding? This is your natural breathing pattern. It's how you breathed when you were a little kid before stress taught you to breathe up in your chest. Awesome work. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to do a breath comparison challenge. Round one. This is stress breathing. So let's do a direct comparison. First of all, I want you to breathe in that shallow chest based way for really 10 breaths. Really exaggerate it, make it rapid and shallow. Now, I'll just sit quietly for a moment. How do you feel? What's your energy like? What's happening in your body? Okay, let that go. Now let's do some diaphragmatic breathing. Now switch to slow, deep diaphragmatic breathing. Really focus on that belly rising and falling. Make the exhale longer than the inhale. I'll sit quietly while you do that. And now, how do you feel? Different? Same? What changed? I want you to take a note about what you noticed. What was the difference between those two? Not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. Now we're going to do something that I call the 360-degree breath. I want to show you something really cool. You can actually breathe in all directions, forward into your belly, out to your sides, and even back into your lower back. And this is what I call 360-degree breathing. Place one hand on your belly, one hand on your lower back, and as you breathe in, I want you to imagine you're inflating a balloon that expands in all directions, fronts, sides, and back. Really imagine that balloon in all directions. And if you like, put one of your hands on the side. You keep breathing, I'll keep talking. This is your full breathing capacity. When you breathe like this, you're using your diaphragm optimally and creating space throughout your entire torso. This is what peak performance breathing looks like. Okay, here's what most executives don't realize. You have all this breathing real estate available to you, but you've been living in a studio apartment where you could be living in a mansion. The question is now that you know that there is so much more room in your building, what are you going to do with it? Executive breathing isn't about breathing deeply all the time. It's about breathing appropriately for the situation. Let's focus on three key patterns. First of all, baseline breathing. This is a 4-4-4 pattern. So it's 4 counts in, 4 counts hold, and 4 counts out. Next of all is an activation breathing, and this is a 4-2-6 pattern. It's for calming before important events or meetings. And then also there's recovery breathing, and this is a 4-7-8 pattern. And it's for transitioning between high stress situations. Okay, let's give the executive breathing sequence a go. Let's go through each of the breathing patterns together. So let's go back to baseline breathing, 4-4-4 pattern. 4 counts in, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 counts hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 counts out, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 counts in, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 counts hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 counts out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do another 2 rounds of that. You can breathe in through your nose and out through your nose, or in through your nose and out through your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 counts. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 counts out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 counts in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 counts. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 counts out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's look at activation breathing. The 4-2-6 pattern. 4 counts in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2. 1, 2. 6 counts out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 counts in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2. 1, 2. 6 counts out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can do 2 more rounds of that by yourself. 4 counts in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2. 1, 2. 6 counts out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 counts in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2. 1, 2. 6 counts out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now recovery breathing. 4-7-8 pattern. 4 counts in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 counts out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 counts in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 counts out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do 2 more rounds of that yourself. Now, if you can't hold for 7 or you can't exhale for 8, that's absolutely fine. Go back to that 4-4-4 breathing. There are no trophies when it comes to extending or holding your breath. You want to make this easy and comfortable. 4 counts in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 counts out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 counts in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 counts out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's talk about how breathing can work in a pre-meeting preparation. Before any important meeting, use the 4-2-6 pattern for 2 minutes. This really primes your nervous system for optimal performance without anyone knowing that you're doing it. What about during difficult conversations? Really start to focus on your exhale, making it slightly longer than your inhale. This keeps you grounded and really kind of prevents you from being just reactive in your responses. Let's talk about public speaking and presentations. Use your breath and your awareness around how you're breathing to control pace and presence. One conscious breath before speaking can really transform your vocal quality and your audience connection. What about between high-stakes meetings? The 4-7-8 pattern for 2 minutes between meetings creates a psychological reset. You'll enter each new situation from a centered place rather than feeling, the stress of your previous meeting and carrying that forward. I know you're busy, but let's talk how we can develop a 30-day executive breathing plan for you. Week 1 is foundation building. Week 1 is all about awareness. Just notice. When you're in the car, notice how you're breathing. When you're on calls, notice how you're breathing. When you're walking, notice how you're breathing. No judgment, no trying to change anything. Just start seeing what's actually happening. Week 2, we add anchor points. I want you to pick 3 things you do every day. Maybe it's your morning coffee. Maybe it's walking to the parking garage or sitting down at your desk. Those become your breath check-ins. Just 3 moments a day where you consciously connect with your breath. Week 3, stress integration. I want you to start using your breathing patterns when you actually need them, before that difficult conversation, during that long meeting, after that challenging call. This is where you discover how powerful this stuff really is. Week 4 is leadership integration. Week 4, you're not just breathing better, you're leading better. You're modeling presence for the team. You're showing up differently in meetings. People might not know what's changed, but they feel it, making it stick. Here's what I've learned from working with hundreds of executives. The ones who succeed with this don't just try to be perfect, they try to be consistent. How will you know this is working? Okay, here are 3 things to watch for. You'll notice you recover from stressful situations faster. People will start commenting on your presence or calmness. And finally, you'll find yourself making decisions clearer, especially when you're under pressure. So here's what I want you to remember. Great leadership, great presence, it isn't just about having the right strategy or the best ideas. It's about how you show up. How you show up is directly connected to how you breathe. When you master your breath, you're not just managing stress, you're actually changing how people experience you. You become the leader who stays calm under pressure, who makes thoughtful decisions, who has that presence that makes people want to follow you. You got this.